Good afternoon, dear students. Today we will discuss a very important topic, domestic installation, which comes in the syllabus of the IT students as well as the polytechnic students. So we will discuss in this topic what is domestic installation and what are the various accessories connected with the domestic installation, and very important, which test to be carried out on the domestic installation. So before starting the domestic installation, we must be aware about its introduction. Why we are discussing this topic? As we know that use of the electrical power for domestic purposes is increasing in many applications. As we know that domestic applications are light, fan, AC, refrigerators, microwave ovens, chimney, geyser, washing machines, and many other domestic appliances in which we press, etc. We use it. So its use is increasing day by day in application. We must be familiar. Keeping in view this, the domestic installation should be well planned. It should be well planned. Other factors such as safety, control, economy, and future extension should also be taken in view. So, in this topic, domestic installation, we will discuss the various accessories associated with this one. As it will be very much clarified to you after seeing the diagram of the domestic installation. This diagram is you can say the block diagram or the distribution system of the domestic installation as shown in the figure. This is the distribution system of the domestic installation, and the various accessories connected in this domestic installation. These are the supply lines. From the supply lines, electricity goes to the energy meter. Energy meter is further output of the energy meter is further connected to the main switch, and from the main switch, electricity go to main distribution board and sub distribution board. As we know that the energy meter, earlier the energy meter was installed at the entry of the houses, but nowadays almost in our country and in our state, energy meter has been taken out from the house and installing at the service boards, and they must be connected or installed at a suitable height so that owners as well as the electricity board representative can easily assess. The purpose of the energy meter is to show or to record the total electricity consumed for various applications, so that an electricity bill can be prepared and same can be paid by the consumers. Or further, the energy meter, it should be sealed one so that to avoid any theft, etc. So now the distribution board at the house, at the entry of house is or after the energy meter. As you have shown in the diagram, this type of distribution was used earlier, but nowadays energy meter has taken out from the houses. Now it can start from the main board and the distribution board. Main board consists the main switch, which is of two type: double DPIC, double pole ironclad switch, and TPIC. TPIC are for the two type: triple pole ironclad, three-phase three-wire system, three-phase four-wire system, that consists of the neutral. It consists of the fuses, but the fuses as shown in the figure. These are the DPIC switch. You can show there are the DPIC double pole ironclad switch. It consists of the two fuse, and similarly the TPIC, that is the three fuses, triple pole ironclad. As we know that main switch is installed after the energy meter. As I told, it consists of the either, it depends upon the type of the connection, whether it is a single phase or the three phase. If you have the single phase connection, then it is used the DPIC switch. Otherwise, if you have a three phase connection, then the TPIC switch is used. From the main switch, that is, supply goes to the distribution board, and from distribution board various small MCB or small sub circuits distribution board is divided small sub-circuits, and from the sub-circuit supply goes to the various places in the house. It is the main purpose dividing it in the sub-circuits. If there occurs a fault in any circuits, the complete breakdown will not happen, and only in that circuit, faulty circuit will be disconnected and supply will be continued in continuity in the other parts of the houses. This is the main purpose of the dividing the sub-circuits at distribution board. Further, the sub-circuits are also two types, light and fan sub-circuit. The second is power circuit. Light and fan sub-circuit consists a total electricity load of 800 watt as per ISI, Indian Standard Institutes, or the 10 points. And similarly, power circuit load, it have maximum load of 2000 watt and of 2 point, and 1 point should not exceed the total load of 1000 watt. These are the types of the sub circuits used in distribution board or sub distribution board. Further, if the supply is to be got a single house or area is small, then the distribution board and main switch board, they are installed at together. But if it is a multi-purpose buildings or area is more, then the distribution board may further many distribution board may be installed near the load points. Next, we will discuss the fuse and the MCB. As I told, in the main switch, DPIC, TPIC, in this the fuses are used. The fuse, what is the fuse? Fuse is a wire of the short length or a thin strips of the material having a low melting point. The material used for the fuses are the tin, lead, copper, or alloy of tin and lead. That is 60% of 64% tin and the 36% of the lead. It is used tin type because it has a very low melting points. And fuse, if in house any current exceeds beyond the fuse limit or due to any fault occurs, this fuse will burn out and protect that equipments. This is the purpose of the fuse. Now the use of the fuse has been eliminated by the MCB. MCB, full form of the MCB, that is a miniature circuit breakers. These are used in distribution board in various sub-circuits. The total wiring of the houses are divided into the various sub-circuits. And the purpose of this MCB is that it is a more efficient and reliable and works up to its predetermined value. The purpose of the MCB is two types. It works as a switch as well as a safety fuse. It works as I told, it works as a switch as well as a fuse. So its name, sometimes we can call it as a switch fusing unit. It is sometimes are called a switch fuse unit. And now I will show you the figure of the fuse as well as MCB. Fuses are of generally KitKat type or rewirable type fuses are generally used in the domestic installation. And now a simple figure of the KitKat type fuse you can see. This is the KitKat type fuse. This is the base and this is the cover. When both of these two combine, it form a one unit, that is a KitKat type fuse, or another name is rewirable fuse. And second, this is our MCB. This is a single pole MCB unit, and this is the internal construction of the MCB. Now in the domestic installation chapter, second unit, which is very important one, various tests to be carried out on the domestic installation. There are some important tests which are carried on the domestic installation. These are as first is insulation resistance test, second is continuity or open circuit test, third is polarity test, fourth is earthing test. We will discuss one by one. First is the insulation resistance or the leakage test. This test is further divided into two parts. Insulation resistance test between conductors to earth. Second is insulation resistance between conductors.